Hello Divinities, my name is Simone and you're watching Awaken Comedic Divinity, where I provide spirituality tips for the newly awakened to help them build a better spiritual foundation. So this video is going to be a little unscripted. No, it is scripted, kind of. I have an outline, I'll be looking at the outline just to make sure I hit all my points. But a little bit more candid, a little bit more free-flowing. Now, not exactly sure when this is going to get posted, but around the time that I'm posting this, I believe before I post this video, I should have discussed that I am currently practicing veiling, part of my spiritual practice. Personal reasons, stuff like that. However, I'll talk about it in those videos, and I'll link those if I have them posted before this video. If it's posted after this video, then I mean at some point they'll get linked to this video. But essentially, I wanted to do this video as a bit of a documentation of my lock journey as well. It's actually really, kind of, I don't know what the word for it is, but it gives me tingles to say, because I'm just I never thought I would be doing locks or getting locks or anything like that for the longest time. So give me a second to pull up these notes here, because I took notes as to what I wanted to talk about for this video. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to cover was hair in relation to magic and spirituality. Now, hair is used for a lot of different things. You can use your hair for tag locks if you're trying to tie certain spells to someone or to you. I'm pro hex, so y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want. I'm not claiming I'm not part of any of that shit. Let me wash my hands of that responsibility right now. Oh, it's 122. So I am a divine cosmic goddess. I should do a video on angel numbers. Leave a like or comment if you want me to do a video on how to use angel numbers in your practice. Anyways, so yeah, hair is used for tag locks. It is used, some cultures view hair as a connection with the spiritual side of things. Some indigenous cultures see it as a connection with the earth, and other cultures see it as a connection to the divine. Now, I have indigenous blood in me, so that is a conversation for you and your mama if you got a problem. But that's not what we're covering in this video. Y'all don't need to know my business. Hair is also seen in spirituality as a source of power. There was the biblical story of Samson, whose hair was said to have been locked, or it is inferred that his hair was locked, and he was extremely strong and powerful until he was tricked by the lady or whatever. I think her name's Delilah, and she cut off his hair, and then he lost all his power. The Bible also mentions the hair being a woman's glory, hair covering for women. It being the woman's glory is in 1 Corinthians 11:15. And also, you can look at Rapunzel. If you look at Tangled, I'm sure, hopefully, if you're watching this video, you've watched Tangled. If not, I recommend it. I actually like it more than Frozen, but, fight me in the comments. I don't care. Anyways, where her hair had the power, and all this to say, if you are wanting to increase your spiritual power, I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to do that. Definitely look at hair stuff in order to do that. So with that being said, here's some stats about my hair, just to kind of document that first off so that way you guys know and I know for future reference if I need to look back at this video. So I counted about, what is it? I thought I did the math and saved it, but I did not. So let me do it again. Okay, so I have 196 mini twists in my hair that I will be using to start these locks. I did count them. I wanted to do a count because I know for some people that are interested in their lock journey, if you're watching this as someone interested in their lock journey, lock count is going to kind of play a role. I definitely recommend watching a few more videos as to why lock count may or may not matter depending on how your head is. But lock count was important to me because I do think in terms of numerology, and I take note of numerology as well. So with my lock count being at 196, that numerology blah blah blah. I think I got cat hair on my mouth. Fuck. Numerology wise, it reduces to a 7, and 7 is, I believe, my life path number, which is also super important. And let me just read to you guys real quick what a life path 7 or 7 in numerology is really supposed to be. Oh, okay, so yeah, my life path number and destiny number is 7. I'm not giving y'all any more information than that because me, my numerology chart. You should work on becoming independent and original. You should become humanitarian, philanthropic, and keenly interested in making the world a better place. You can become a visionary. You should be thinking about how things can be better. You will have the opportunity to surround yourself with lots of people, preferably friends and family. You can develop a sense of being equal. You can become artistic and inventive, all for a better world. You should think and put your ideas into the world. You may become rebellious and revolutionary. Freedom may become very important to you. I'm also an Aquarius, so of course, like, all that rings true. 7 is also a spiritual number, and a number that's more aligned with spirituality. So a lot of my life, like from the past days and weeks, has been me kind of realizing the importance of spirituality to who I am as a person and to my identity and to my life in general. But that's a video for another time. Anyways, and then another thing I wanted to note is that my hair, for the most part, is 4C. If you know about hair typing and natural hair, pretty much the kinkiest type. Like, I'm literally always having fairy knots, and I'll kind of go into that in a little bit as well. I do have a slight pattern alteration, and that is towards the kitchen on the back of my head, where the curl pattern is a little bit looser, but I haven't like sat down to try and figure out what type. So it might be 4A, it might be 4B, and it's really frustrating too, because like, also go over later. But anyways, I will note that my hair does have like slightly different lengths in some areas because I'm very impatient. So when it came to like taking down any of my braided or crocheted lock styles, I either wasn't paying attention or I was moving too fast and I ended up cutting out chunks of hair. Yeah, I am not the most patient person. You're gonna see that. That's gonna be like a big it's gonna be like a really big theme for this lock journey too. I mean, you'll see why shortly. However, I will state that like for my natural hair, my hair has always been a focus of versatility, or my hair care has always been focused on versatility in case I ever just suddenly got the urge to like straighten it, or suddenly got the urge to like put it up or down or whatever, which is funny because I always wear it in a ponytail, so I don't even know why. It makes no sense, but my brain needs it. Anyways, so yeah, I've worn mini twists and I have them in right now, and I'm sure that if you guys are following me on social media, you've seen me with mini twist. No, you haven't, because I've been veiling my hair, but I have mini twist in right now, and because I'm gonna actually go through and show you guys some stuff, or show you guys like some of my hair stats. But I typically have almost always had mini twist. I mean, other than like this past year to 2 years, I've been doing like crochet locks, but that's just because I want my hair a different color and I really like different colors, but beside the point. Anyways, mostly doing mini twists, mostly wear mini twists. As for length, if I remember correctly, it's like a little bit past armpit length, but I'm gonna like take this hair thing out and show you guys, so that way you guys can like see it, what it looks like down too. Right, so this hair thing, I started doing this, like just tying it, as you guys know, or should know, I mentioned it, veiling. So I've been doing this like as I go to the gym, which is why this video is like a little bit woo, because I'm still like riding off my pre-workout high, but that's another beside the point thing. When it comes down to doing a loctician versus doing myself, I am of course doing it myself. I am very, 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 very picky about my parting. Like, I have parted my hair to do mini twists the same way for like the past, God, decade, if not longer, since I ever like started doing my hair, like especially with natural hair care. So yeah, that is one of the things. I'm also doing it myself because I don't want anyone else's vibes to be in my hair. Your girl's sensitive, and hair is also a sensitive thing. I do have like a lady that I trust to do my hair, but for me, locking my hair is mostly like a spiritual thing, and so that's why I'm like doing it myself. Now you guys are probably wondering, but Jay, does that mean you're gonna be a Rastafarian, or like what is it, or like you're falling into religion or some shit? No, I'm choosing to lock my hair for spiritual purposes, not related to religion, because I'm not gonna go into that story details, whatever. If y'all want it, comment below. But your girl's not following religion. Now we've gone off topic, so we're gonna go back to the main topic of this video. Now, I do have some practical reasons for getting locks as well. This is gonna kind of round out the rest of my reasoning as to why I'm doing locks. So as I mentioned previously, I have 4C hair for the most part, and it gets a lot of fairy knots very easily. And I am an anxious picker. Like, I have anxiety, and when I get anxious, I start picking at things. Like, if I can show y'all, like, my nails are currently tore up. I mean, they look long and pretty, but like I pick at the nail beds because I'm an anxious picker. Any of my acne scars, because your girl's barefaced right now, except for, you know, her usual skincare routine. See, I'm glowing. Isn't that nice? Anyways, any of my acne scars, me picking. I don't know if it's gonna be evident in the video, but like sometimes my lip gets scarred up, me picking. Literally my, oh my god. And then at one point when I was younger, I used to like pick at the back of my hair too, I think. If not, like I still kind of tug at it now, but mostly because it's like a looser curl pattern, so it's not with the other twists, and my brain is like, this is not okay. So anyways, right, so me, picker, anxious picker. If I get anxious, I'm picking at something. It's a problem, I need to work on it. Story for another day. And then, like I said, I got various links in my head because crochet locks. Crochet locks also gave me some thinning edges. I'm gonna go ahead and be totally transparent about that. I think it's like this side. It's either this side or it's this side. But one of my temples has thinning edges and it looks really bad. And like it doesn't help that like I was getting crochet locks. I would get crochet locks and I would stop and like let my hair rest, but then I'd get them again and then my stylist would just fucking pull my hair back and just destroy my temples. Not really. It's not as bad as I make it sound to be, but it's, to me, it's still kind of bad. Again, I'm always a mini twist, or almost always a mini twist. I am, another reason for doing the locks is I'm still having hand issues with my right hand. I believe I discussed this before, and I try to make it very apparent throughout my videos, especially with like any video that mentions my spiritual awakening. Back in 2020, I want to say, maybe 2021, I ended up straining my hand, and essentially I have not been able to fully use my right hand for a while. There was a period where I couldn't use my right and left hand, but mostly my right. My left hand was still a little bit better than my right hand, but I'm right hand dominant, so my right hand is still recovering. My left hand feels way better, but I'm still having issues with my right hand. And then what else is, I don't like I have issues with my shoulder, but again, whew, off topic. All right, back to topic. But I think that doing locks will definitely help with some of the hand strain as my hand continues to recover too, because I think twisting is going to be a different motion than like this is a different motion than this, if that makes sense. If you have natural hair, you'll know. And then another reason for doing it, frizz is the bane of my existence, and I'm like gonna be taking down my hair, and I'm like so you guys could see it before, you know, before the changes and stuff, and so I have it documented before the changes and stuff. But it is like super frizzy right now because I've left it in mini twist, knowing that I was contemplating and sitting on the idea for a lock for about a month now, a little bit over a month maybe. So like I have terrible frizz and I've got new growth. We'll look at that when I get my hairband off. The other bane of my existence, aside from new growth, is strays. And when I would do mini twist, even now when I do mini twist, I would still occasionally find strays. But when I would try to, your girl lazy, so she's like, oh hey, I'm not gonna fully undo the twist, put the stray in, I'm just gonna, you know, add the stray onto the twist. Well, that would make tangles, and then when I went to take it down, I'd be very impatient, and then I'd end up ripping out hair. And, you know, ripping out hair is frowned upon. Yeah. Like I said, you guys are gonna see my impatience is like a running theme for this too. But yeah, so I would always tangle my hair when I put the strays in to the twist and then went to take it back out. And with like me having that looser texture in the back, when like I have mini twists in that looser texture, they like try to unravel at times. So like I figured if I lock it, it'll work better, I think. Maybe. We'll see. And right, as I've mentioned a couple times now, I pick at things when I'm anxious. We're not going to discuss my anxiety, but essentially one of the ways that I stop myself from picking or try to deter myself from that habit, or like so I'll go through periods where I'll pick a lot and then I'll stop, and then I'll pick a lot and then I'll stop. One of the ways that I get myself to enter like I guess it's like a regression or recession period of picking at things is by removing or making it harder for me to do that habit, so to speak. Life tip, by the way, that's like how I do a lot of things and how I get through most of life, is like removing shit instead of just practicing self-control. It makes it a lot easier. All right, and then my spiritual reasons for doing lock. I'm not gonna fully go into what all happened, but I will say I am excited to do this for spiritual reasons, because I do think it's completely valid to want spiritual power, and then it just comes down to how you use it. So this is me kind of acknowledging the fact that I want to be stronger spiritually, and it's okay to let myself do that. Okay to like acknowledge that my hair is a spiritual extension. My other reason for doing it is that in history, from my research, rulership in Egypt and other historical references, because I look at stuff just beyond Egypt as well, but locked hair was seen as a status symbol. So like rulership in Egypt had locked hair. Me being the divine cosmic goddess that I am, it's only right that I have locked hair. And I mean, y'all do whatever you want. Y'all do you. Whatever makes you happy in this lifetime. Also, locked hair was like a sign of, you know, spiritual connection. Priests and priesthoods across various cultures had locked hair. And I am trying to get to a point where like I'm delving more into my spiritual journey, and I do feel like I am getting to that point. So it's just kind of like a signifier of me committing more to my spiritual journey, which is funny because I've like been doing this shit for like about a year, maybe 2 years now. It is for me to realize and to remind myself that I am trusting myself more, because I have a lot of self-doubt when it comes to my spiritual abilities. So me locking my hair is just that reminder that I'm trusting myself. Me locking my hair is a reminder that I am worthy of gnosis and the abilities that I'm leaning into. And just in general, I'm worthy in general, and that's something that I've struggled with and still continue to struggle with. So my hair's going to be a reminder that I am worthy, and we're going to be affirming well, I've already been affirming it, but we're affirming, continuing to affirm, even on video here, that I am worthy. Why am I worthy? Because I am. Anyways, also, again, just recognizing the number of spiritual experiences that I have, and just that were confirmation of my journey and spiritual path and just life path in general. So, my natural hair. I have been natural since 2014, according to my notes. But I mean, I've technically been natural all my life because I've never had my hair permed. But I didn't really get into like natural hair care focus until like the height. Well, like I want to say like the beginning of natural hair, when it like became a thing, I guess. I wasn't really aware that it was or was not a thing, because like I've always worn my hair more or less natural as a kid. But I became more focused on my hair health in 2014. So the products that I use now, I use stuff by Miele, Curls, and Camille Rose. I used to use Shea Moisture, and I used to also use Cantu, but I've made a personal decision to support more Black-owned brands, and because of that decision, I ended up phasing out a lot of my hair products that were not Black-owned. Like Shea Moisture was Black-founded; it is no longer Black-owned. I want to say like, what is that brand called? Because I used to get them too. Carol's Daughter, I believe, is no longer Black-owned. Like, you know, cool shit that stuff is Black founded, but I would like to keep as much money as I can in the Black community. So like, with that being said, completely off topic, completely sidebar, if y'all know of like a Black owned toothpaste, let your girl know, because I had a favorite one, and then I don't know, last I checked they weren't available or something. Anyways, back to the video. Some of the stuff though I still use is like, I still use Echo Styler. I know that's not Black owned. And then there's that like olive oil brand, I think it's called Palmer's or something. And I do have some of their products, and I really, really, really like their protein mask, just because I like the fact that I can like do a protein treatment and a conditioner, like moisture conditioner in one, which is like super important to me, because like if you do just protein, you could like fuck up your hair. Anyways, beside the point, I've used them for a while now. I still use them, so like, you know, if you want to comment me for using them, I know what to tell you. However, like as I use up more stuff, like I definitely think I'm gonna be switching out my Echo Styler. Maybe. I actually really, really, really like Echo Styler, so I may not switch that out, but we'll see. I do have like edge control from Black owned brands. I just always reach for the Echo Styler first, I think it's maybe because the bottle's bigger. I don't fucking know. But essentially, like, with that being said, I'm saying all my hair products just to say that I don't, like, for what I have for my current set, which is the Miele, Camille Rose, and Curls, I don't intend on changing any of those. And if I do change anything, it'll just be, like, replacing out the non-black owned products for black owned products. Meaning I'm gonna have to do, like, some more research. I mean, I already do research when it comes to getting black owned products, but, and then the other thing is, if anything, like, I'll be switching out my Echo Styler to Shea Butter. We'll see. And then as for, like, hair care as well, so I know, like, within the natural hair community, there's, like, the LOC method or lock method, and there's the LCO method. I personally choose LCO because usually when I'm finding, like, liquid, like, creams in the natural hair community, for the most part, when I was looking at ingredients lists, I don't really look at ingredients lists anymore, but that's just because I found products that I really like. When I was looking at ingredient lists, water was always listed first, and you have water and oil, when you have water and oil don't mix. I know they try to say, like, there's conditioning oils and stuff like that. Cool, but the oil is still a sealant. Like, you can still put oil and water together and the oil's still going to separate from the water. So I prefer to use oils as, I really just say I lost my train of thought. So I prefer to use oils as sealants. So that's why I do the liquid cream oil method. Y'all do whatever works and some shit. Because the other thing is, I think it's going to, like, all that shit's gonna settle on your hair anyways and do its thing. But yeah, this isn't a natural hair channel, so we're gonna keep going. Lock experience, because I do want to discuss that. It's funny, I'm saying this is not a natural hair channel, but I'm pretty much doing a natural hair video. So I learned lock maintenance at a young age because my aunt would have me, not related by blood, but you know how families are in the black community. Close friend, family friend, aunt. I don't even know why I'm just define that for you guys. Anyways, so she taught me how to do maintenance for her hair because she didn't want to have to always drive to Chicago. I didn't mind, of course. I was like, okay, cool beans. And so, like, I have done lock maintenance for friends, like other people, and I did it for my brother at one point. My brother has had the locks. My sister is currently rocking locks. Funny because if she sees this video, we're gonna be twinsies again. Like, we haven't been twinsies in a while, but we're gonna be hair twinsies again. Another sidebar. So my sister and I have a habit of unconsciously rocking the same hairstyle. So we'll be rocking the same hairstyle essentially again. We haven't for like a while, so this is gonna be wild, y'all. So yeah, sister currently rocking locks. So I guess it's finally time for me as the eldest child to rock locks. Have you guys ever noticed that, like, the eldest, like, when you start exploring your individuality and you're, like, out of multiple kids, it's always, like, the youngest that, like, does the most shit, and it, like, slowly works its way up, which is funny because I'm probably, like, the most eccentric out of my siblings. But anyways, so yeah, I've had mini twists in for about a month, and I did the mini twist. I did the mini twist with the intention of turning them into locks if I decided that I wanted to do that at the end of the month. So they're all parted the way I want them and everything like that. Right, this is my lock plan. So that's what I did with the mini twist, and that's why I'm, like, prefacing this. And what I'll be doing is I'm gonna be doing a mix of palm rolling and interlocking. I'm starting with interlocking just because I really, really, really like the neat look that's going to come with interlocking, but I recognize that interlocking isn't going to always be the way to go, and palm rolling will be a necessary part of the process. But I think interlocking is also going to help with really loose texture on the back of my head, and also because I got new growth because this has been in for about a month or so. Oh yeah, why am I interlocking? Because I'm hella impatient. That's another thing. Like I said, I'm impatient, so that's coming up again. And interlocking also gives you, like, a very snatched look. But then after I get them interlocked, and, you know, after we're a few months in, or a few restyles or retwists in, be doing some palm rolling and stuff like that. So that way, it's going to be like a mix of both. But I figure, you know, best of both worlds. So anyways, like I said, I've been rocking my hair like this for going to the gym and veiling. I mean, because to me, like, if I do this, it's not really veiling, but, you know, whatever. Let me go ahead and take that off. Y'all try to send me... I wish y'all would try to send me that bad vibes now that I'm, like, taking that off, but that's beside the point. And at some point, either before or after this video gets posted, I will have talked about why I'm veiling. Anyways, so yeah, I like to part my hair right about here, and then I like to brush it back like this. But as you guys can see, It's all mini twist. It's been up in like that bun for a while now. Actually, no, it's only been up there like a day, but I rocked the bun yesterday too because I've been meaning to shoot this video so I can actually fucking get to work with like locking it, and I just haven't yet. And like y'all can already kind of maybe see. I don't even know if it's gonna be visible in the camera, but some of like the back is already loose. Like anyways, right. So length wise, yeah, like I said, like it's practically armpit length. Yeah. See if there's any other pieces so that way, because you know people want to come at you on the internet, so let me make sure that I show my receipts before I do this. I really don't need to show my receipts, y'all. I got nothing to prove, but you know, let's see. Yeah, see, this one's another long piece about here, another long piece about here. Ooh, I should turn around. See if I can pull from back. Whoa. How long is it? Oh, see? Yeah. My hair is fucking long. And now it's gonna be locked. And then I wanted to show you guys what I got from the store to be able to do this shit. Because even though I've done locks for people, I don't actually have the shit myself. And like I said, I'm interlocking, so this is what we're doing. And it's funny because I have crochet. I mentioned getting crochet locks, but I didn't have a crochet hook, so I had to go buy crochet hooks. And I'll kind of talk about my method of doing this as I show you guys the stuff. So we got the clips. We will be able to hold my hair down. I don't know if I'm gonna need them now or if I'm gonna need them later. We'll see. I don't really. Yeah, we'll just fucking see. We got this wonderful interlocking tool, so that way, like, it will help me. It'll be easier for me to pull the hair through the root and make shit work. See, look at all this new growth, because we started like probably about here, so I've got like about an inch worth of new growth, right? Yeah, I've got like an inch worth of new growth. So yeah, interlocking tool. As for where I got this stuff at, I got it at my local beauty supply store, which was funny because I was looking for these and I couldn't find them at first, and I was like, okay, well, if I don't find them, I guess I just won't do locks. But I found them as I was getting ready to go, so, you know, good shit. And then, yeah, so I got these crochet hooks. I got a double hook and I got a single hook. Why? Because you can do interlocking as well along the hair braid, or not hair, but the lock itself, or the strand. I'm gonna lock of hair, piece of hair in general. You can do that along the thing and it'll help it stay, which is what I need, especially for like the back of it. And like I said, your girl's impatient. I've said this like 1,000 times now. Your girl's impatient, so we doing this shit, and we just doing this shit. Now, I have considered, is this gonna, like, you know, should I just, like, you know, do it the way my ancestors did it and just palm roll it? And I'm like, nah, you know, I'm in the 21st century. We gon' do this shit 21st century style and fucking interlock it, because we got that ability to do so. And it's kind of like a little bit of my own pizzazz, my own zest, my own take on something like that. Anyways, so that's this video. Like I said, shit, fuck. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I definitely appreciate it. This is really just a documentation for myself personally. I mean, that's practically what most of my videos are anyways, is me documenting shit for myself and for others if they're interested, and just spiritual shit, and just kind of. And see, what's funny is I'm like, hey, we're gonna be using these fucking needles and shit. My hand's fucked up. Anyways, so again, this video is just for me documenting for my personal reasons, but I'm glad that you guys find it useful too. I will be doing like lock updates and shit like that, and I'm gonna be doing a video on. See, now I'm like trying to fix it because I'm self-conscious because I didn't put a mirror up when I took it down. And I kept thinking to myself, oh, get a mirror so that way, like, you can fix it. That way it doesn't look crazy on camera. Oh my god. So, and see, now I done lost my train of thought. Anyways, Right, so yeah, this is just for my personal record of recording my lock journey, and I will be doing videos of like different veil styles because I've personally always been irritated when like I go to do like hair wraps, or like I see a hair wrap that I like, but then like there's no tutorial, or it just takes forever to find a fucking tutorial. I don't know, I like the really elaborate shit and I want to see it like on video, but they just have like the picture tutorial. What am I supposed to do with a fucking picture tutorial? Anyways, yeah, so I'll be doing like some veil styles that I'll be rocking too, and kind of just going over like why veiling is a good thing, or why like covering your head is a good thing spiritually and shit like that. I mean, y'all can do whatever you want in your spiritual journey. If you feel like you need to veil, do that. If you don't feel like you need to veil, you know, do that. I reached a point where I felt like I needed to, and that'll be gone over in the veiling video. See, like, I'm already like tugging at it and pulling at it and shit, just because I know there's gonna be fairy knots at the end. I'm gonna fucking rip them out. See, am I gonna regret this decision? Because like the other thing is, I'm doing this in a way that I cannot turn back, because I've always wanted like hair down to like my mid back, and so if I interlock with 4C hair, so this is the first thing. This is why I've never done locks. If I interlock, no, I've never done locks because I'm like, all right, 4C hair, am I gonna have the patience to untangle that shit? Because again, patience, don't have it, already ripped out my hair. So 4C hair, interlocking it, am I gonna have the patience to take it out if I don't like it? Absolutely fucking not. So long story short, if this goes badly and your girl's bald, mind your mama. All right, thank you guys for watching this video. I definitely appreciate it. And again, Divinities, thank you for just kind of joining me for this lock journey. We're gonna see where this goes. We're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna hope that my lock journey is blessed and abundant, and a good journey for me to just kind of get more connected spiritually, which is like, you know, the whole goal of shit. It's me getting spiritually plugged in. Yeah, so thank you guys again, and I hope you guys stay blessed. Bye.